Luis Ortiz should have taken that 7 million. This is why you got to strike while the iron is hot. He should have taken the money. Luis Ortiz must be kicking himself right now that he allowed his team to talk him out of that 7 million against Anthony Joshua. He must be kicking himself. This is why when you get offered that kind of money, when you've never been making that kind of money before, and when you ain't going to make that kind of money in the foreseeable future, this is why you have to take it. You have to take it. Luis Ortiz should have taken the offer. Same thing for Deontay Wilder. I know he's on social media saying AJ wasn't a true champion and his whole career was based on lies and so on and so forth. Well, Deontay, you should have been the guy to go in there against AJ, get your career highest payday, and do what Andy Ruiz did. You missed out. You just saw a $40 million payday go down the drain. That's what you just saw. When you were made those offers, even the 15 million that Wilder was offered at the top end of, when was it, January or late last year, he was offered 15 million. Even that is more than Deontay Wilder's ever made before for a fight. He should have taken the Joshua fight while he had the opportunity, while Joshua was unbeaten, because Joshua's market value is never ever going to be as high as it was when he was unbeaten. That was the time to fight him. That's the time when he was a cash cow where Wilder should have fought him. But he allowed Shelly Finkel and Al Heyman to pull him away from the biggest payday of his career. It should have been Wilder in there. He should have been the one to do that. You know, no guarantee that he would have done. Obviously, off the evidence of that fight, it looks as though Wilder would have destroyed him. But it's heavyweight boxing, you never know. Wilder himself got dropped by a journeyman early in his career. But the point I'm making is, it's not just about taking a fight because the fans want it. It's about taking a fight because if the opponent, who is a cash cow, who's unbeaten, loses to somebody else, you can see this huge payday go down the drain. Like when Lennox Lewis was supposed to fight Tommy Morrison, Morrison took a tune-up fight against Michael Bent. Guess what happened? Morrison got knocked out. Lewis had a big payday go down the drain. Then Lewis was supposed to fight Riddick Bowe. Lewis had, I think Oliver McCall was a mandatory at the time. Correct me if I'm wrong. But he fought Oliver McCall. He gets knocked out. Riddick Bowe sees a payday go down the drain. Later on in their careers, Lewis and Bowe are supposed to fight again. Bowe fights Andrew Golota. He doesn't lose. He actually wins by disqualification in back-to-back fights, but he gets battered by Golota both times. Lewis sees a big payday go down the drain and he fights Golota instead. So history shows you that you have to strike while the iron is hot. And if Deontay has to have some kind of sense. I know he ain't the sharpest tool in the box. He's a tremendous fighter, don't get it twisted, but when it comes to business, he's not the sharpest tool in the box. If he has any sense in him at all, he'll be thinking, I should have been in that ring doing that to Anthony Joshua. I should have been the one taking those belts. I should have been the one getting a payday, which would have been at least 15 million, maybe more if they'd made the fight. But instead, he let his PBC brethren go over there, Andy Ruiz, and get the glory and get the belts for himself. So strike while the iron is hot, man. Obviously, Jarrell Miller is going to be kicking himself that he took whatever he took instead of doing it clean and going in there to fight AJ without all that stuff in his system. So yeah, it is what it is, man. Should have taken the opportunity while you could. Luis Ortiz and Deontay Wilder, even Dylan White, right? Because a lot of people were saying Dylan White should have taken the AJ fight. Yeah, maybe he should have taken it. You know, I wasn't sure actually when Dylan White turned it down. I was like, I don't know. Maybe he shouldn't. But in retrospect, and I know hindsight is 2020, even Dylan White maybe should have taken the fight. You know, seeing how vulnerable AJ was there in terms of his punch resistance, in terms of his survival instincts, in terms of his stamina. You know, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. It's happening, I'm out. Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week, covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts
and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.